Previously on The Blast, desperate times call for a divine intervention.
Oh. Is this the intervention?
Yeah.
I'm worried that you're going to get some more shit tattoos while you're in isolation.
Divine's review of the World Cup Final.
I mean, Katy Perry was not bad either. I thought Sophie Molineux, outstanding though. I thought she absolutely humdinger. She was rip snort. So, look, I thought it was fantastic.
And Mel hints at a past life.
You know about prison.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey,
There's a whole other life before this Blast show.
Well, in the words of Sophie Devine, she's a humdinger, an absolute rip snorter. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. And we've got her on the show today. Sophie Molineux, come on in.
G'day, guys.
Wow.
Looking good, so. Hey, what do you reckon about that description from the Kiwi skipper?
I'm going to have to get a bit of Google Translate going because I haven't heard a few of those words, but I'm going to take it as a compliment. So, yeah, thanks, Soph.
Come on, you're a country kid. Surely you've heard of these words before.
Oh, it's a rip snorter of a day here in Windsor, but that's about it, I think.
Hey, Soph, we're going to get to the World Cup win in a moment, but on to more important things to begin with, those dance moves up on stage with Katy Perry. I was down in the mosh pit and honestly, it was one of the best things I've ever seen. Was it rehearsed? Was there any choreography going into it, or was this just stock standard Saturday night moves for you?
Yeah, I'm not a big dancer, to be honest. No, it wasn't rehearsed. It's one of those moments where your body just takes over, and I think Molly might have mentioned we might have had a little bit of Dutch courage beforehand, so that always helps the case. But yeah, as soon as we got out there, and Katy Perry was pretty cool to be able to let us out on stage to start off with, and then 15 backup dancers and the time of our lives. So yeah, it feels quite surreal still.
Well, a special mention to Molly Strano and Erin Burns. The trifecta was absolutely perfect on stage. Once we get out of this isolation, if you had a pick of anyone you could hit the dance stage with, who would it be?
Definitely Molly Strano. I would have said that 3 years ago. And yeah, for it to actually have happened in a World Cup final at the MCG with Katy Perry, yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Okay. And artist of choice though?
Artist of choice. Look, Katy Perry was pretty good. I'm a little bit of a country girl, bit of a line dancing, maybe Luke Combs or something like that, but I'm not sure how Mole would go there. So if we were to do a duet, probably something like Whitney Houston or something like that, Shania Twain. That's definitely had a bit of a run over the circuit the last couple of years.
I would have had no idea you like your country music, so.
Yeah, a bit of a bandwagoner. Just like to put the hat on at times, and it's definitely something I do like.
All right, girls, let's get straight to it. It's time for everyone's favourite segment, ISO and Tell, backed by popular demand. And what do you got to show? What do you got to show us today, So?
Look, there's not much. We've just moved house, so there's not a lot in this house. But I've actually got one of my favourite housemates out of bed for this. So no, Taylor's still in bed. No, she's not. But here's Georgia Wareham.
Whoopee!
Oh, the woman, the myth, the legend has risen.
Well, this is completely unexpected. Wolfie, how are you?
I'm good. Good. Rocking the country hard as well. I'm more of a bandwagon than Sophie is.
Have either of these hats ever seen a hard day's work ever?
Mine definitely hasn't.
There's a couple little sweat streaks in there, but I don't think that's from hard work either. So.
Hey, I know you're a mad gamer. I know you're a mad gamer, Wolfie. You've been working the PlayStation over time in isolation.
Yeah, it's had quite a good run actually. My skills are getting quite good on the PlayStation now, but definitely getting better. The online they're getting better too, so it's tough stuff.
And what about the two of you? Teammates, housemates, good mates? Surely you've got to be sick of each other.
It's only a matter of time before Wolf turns around and has had enough of me, so I think I'm wearing on thin ice here, but no, we love each other's company. We're country girls, so pretty laid back, which makes everything a lot easier, I think. Well, that's just from my point of view. I'm not sure about you, Wolf, but
if we make it through isolation, we're good to go.
Wolfie, you put down the gaming machine during the World Cup and you practiced, I think, for about a week with Ash Gardner doing a bit of TikTok dancing. Potentially, are we going to see a little household TikTok?
I'd love to do that. I don't think Sophie would, but
not a chance.
Yeah, no. No, Ash and I, that video got quite a few views on TikTok actually, but I reckon it might have taken about 3 weeks practice, not just one.
Speaking of practice, we're going to get to a little nitty-gritty of cricket. And I think there's about 13 leg spinners in the recent World Cup. Every team wants a leggy in their side at the moment. For you, Wolfie, do you find that there's additional pressure now these days to find that mystery ball, to find something different every tournament?
I probably don't think it's something to change every tournament. I think if you nail down, I guess, the main deliveries that you already have, I think that gets you a long way in the game, but I don't think it means changing up everything completely, just probably more subtle variations and a completely new ball, I reckon.
Yeah. And so I sort of look at your last 4 months and it is a crazy timeline. So let's just go back 4 months from now. So out of the WBBL for mental health issues, family and friends battling the Australian bushfires around Bairnsdale, get back into the Australian team, 2 cork thighs out of the start of the tournament pretty much. You then come back for the semi, get Lizelle Lee, massive wicket, first ball in the final, you get Monday night, you win a World Cup final in front of jam-packed MCG, and then you own the stage with Katy Perry. If you had to pick one word, just one word to describe your summer, what would it be?
Look, I'm not sure I could say it on screen here, but no, it's been honestly a massive roller coaster, and look, I wouldn't change any of it, to be honest. It's been pretty special 4 months, and been pretty lucky to have had the support of so many people over the last little bit, and I think the times at the moment where we've sort of stopped and slowed down has actually allowed me to realise and sort of understand how important certain people are in your life, and definitely that's highlighted that. But to go from the Big Bash to dancing with Katy Perry and doing it alongside some great mates, and it's been an absolute whirlwind, that's for sure.
How long did it take you to come down off the high, girls?
Oh, we're still on it.
Yeah.
No, we're still definitely. It feels quite surreal, I think, maybe with everything going on as well. I think, there's times where we sort of tune in and have a look at that Katy Perry video live for sure, just to make sure that it actually happens. But it's definitely still hasn't really sunk in, to be honest.
Well, girls, speaking of greatness, how good was the time I came over to your place and we had that ping pong challenge?
Barnard, enough already. Fine summer. I don't know why we keep coming back to this.
I knew you'd get that in somehow. Sports get it in every second ad break.
Not on the run sheet, might I add.
Look what I got here, the old Steger.
There it is.
Can we talk about how that game was staged?
Thank you. Thank you very much. A lot of editing, I would have thought. Is that right, Wolfie?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sophie, you've had some great partners over the years, but I mean, when you think of pure skill, athleticism, prowess, surely I come to mind.
You've got it covered. You've got it covered. You definitely had that right-hand side of the table covered for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed.
Yeah. So am I, hence we had so many issues.
There's only one way to settle it, though, I think.
Yeah.
Rematch.
A rematch.
Rematch. We're going to have to clean up that tennis table. There's been a few spills of different things on it, that's for sure.
Wolfie, would you mind teaming up when we're club mates of sorts? Mind teaming up with me and we'll take these guys on?
Yeah, 100%. I think we can take them in a real game, not some staged stuff.
There was nothing staged. Hey, girls, thanks for letting us back inside your home. So good to see both of you. And we look forward to seeing you back out there soon. But who else do you reckon we need to check in with? We're trying to do the rounds. We're heading around the country, heading overseas. Who should be next on our hit list?
Who do you reckon?
I reckon Erin Burns will be up to some interesting stuff in isolation, so should be one for sure.
What would you be up to?
I reckon she'll be doing a bit of baking and stuff like that.
Yeah, bagels.
Yeah,
Makes a nice
bagels.
bagel.
Bagels.
Yeah, loves a nice bagel. Yeah, I reckon there's been a lot going on in their lives. Maybe Amy and Leah Satisway.
Yep.
That'd be good to get, I reckon, with little Gracie. Yeah, but that'd be a really interesting show and tell. I wonder what they'd show.
I saw and tell.
Yeah. I saw and tell. That one.
Hey, so good to see you. Passing our regards to Tay. How's her recovery coming along, by the way?
I think she's spending a lot of time on the bike, the stationary bike in the living room watching TV. But no, I think she's on track at the moment.
She's actually got her own Pilates machine, which is quite funny too. So shout out to Tay doing Pilates. Good on her.
All right, good stuff, girls. We'll leave you to it. Let you get back to isolation.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks for having us.
Dancing next. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.